Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. So welcome back. This is Jay, and today we are here to watch one of the most exciting movies of all times, at least for me. This is something that I always wanted to watch, and like I mentioned to you last time, we are going to alternate in between the Star Wars prequel movies and Steven Spielberg ones. So today it's Steven Spielberg one, and this has been recommended to me over here many times and also at Patreon. So it is Close Encounters of the Third Kind by Steven Spielberg from 1977. I'm so excited to watch this one, and as always, I've never watched it before, so you will hear out my real thoughts and my takeaway at the end of the movie as always. So thank you for being here. Without further ado, let's join to see the movie. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. What's going on? This looks like a junkyard. Propellers.
447149, Jack! Tell me something. What the hell is happening here? These planes were reported missing in 1945.
45, right after World War II.
He says the sun came up last night. He says it sang to him.
ADC Indianapolis Center.
Traffic now looks like extra bright landing lights. I thought Aries had his landing lights on. We're turning right immediately and leaving flight level 350 now.
Aries 31, descend and maintain flight level 310.
EWA 517, do you want to report a UFO? Over.
Negative. We don't want to report. Negative, we want to report one of those either.
That's interesting. Why did the tone change immediately when they were asked whether they want to report a UFO? It changed immediately. Ooh, there's this scary looking monkey. Oh, I don't like that toy. Spook. Stop it. There is some electromagnetic field for them to start working. Uh-oh. Somebody has been...
Barry!
Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Finally, the families can talk to each other without watching TV. No power. You're forced to talk to each other. Or go to sleep early.
Help! I'm lost.
Nowhere.
Those lights look a little funny. Oh, it's lifting. Dude, it's lifting. Are you kidding me? You didn't notice that the vehicle right behind you lifted. Whoop! So there's electromagnetic fields, there's radio fields, there's everything getting jammed up. Is he alright? He's shocked. He's in shock. Oh, did you see his... Cool! Half of his face was sunburned. The side that was outside to the shutter. Gobi Desert, Mongolia. Okay. What is UN doing there? A ship. In the middle of the desert.
It's Dakota Fox.
How did this guy from Mexico end up in Mongolia in the same clothes?
Roy, look, don't talk about this until you know what you're talking about. Mom, I believe in him. I believe in him too. Oh, no, you
Me too. I believe in him too. Dum Sala, India.
Where did these sounds come from?
Seconds of silence and then an entirely new set of numbers.
40, break 5, 36, break 5, 10. They should be. We've been sending out this musical combination for weeks, but all we're getting back are numbers.
Because numbers are a universal
This could mean
language.
the India sounds.
Before I got paid to speak French, I used to read maps. This first number is a longitude.
Where is that?
We're going to need a geodetic survey map of Wyoming.
Wyoming! Wyoming, isn't it where all the ships, the cows are going missing with all the abductions and so on? Oh. What is this rock thing that they are all trying to shape, draw, make? Uh-oh. And you both can watch it together. Oh, that is a ship.
Mom, look! The sun's here!
I really liked an adult's behavior with the emotions and a child who does not have as many influenced emotions, his behavior, the curiosity, while an adult is all about suspicious, scared. Negativity comes first. For a child, it's all about inquisitive. They are being inquisitive and curious. It's really amazing when you have that kind of emotion which adults do not have. I think adults do have their emotions for their own safety. Look at the two emotions. It's amazing, the adult and the child. The child is in awe.
They got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a flying saucer.
I think this is a government propaganda. They are going to just tear it to pieces and just ridicule this person.
Made in Japan,
I knew
thrown
it.
across the lawn by one of my children.
Excuse me, sir. I didn't want to see this.
Why don't you guys just admit that the Air Force is conducting secret tests in the foothills area?
So the government is trying to keep it under covers, like it has been done for a long time.
Wait. Contaminated water. Affects people, crop, cattle, disease.
Anthrax.
Ranching country.
Yes.
There are a lot of sheep up on those hills.
That's good, I like that.
It would create a panic.
I can understand the confusion as a family who did not witness what he went through, thinking that he's actually going bit nuts. Oh no. I think everybody's gonna lose it.
It's family therapy. We all go. We all do. Get out! Go to your room and close the door. I just hate you this way! No! None of our friends call us anymore. You're out of work. You don't care. You're wrecking us! You're wrecking us!
It's more important for you to have your friends calling you and him to be employed? Yes, you have your husband there. I'm not blaming the wife, but she needs to get things to get hold of things and help the family out, because obviously the husband is very disturbed. Shouldn't be putting him down for being unemployed at the moment and him having a very tough time mentally. It would have helped him if she even can't understand, just trying to reach out to him, listen to him, what's going on. You may have your imaginations and beliefs, but his reality is different. I think he found out the shape he was looking for. Did they all see something that is from Wyoming? Okay, that's a bit too much, Roy. You are really scaring your family out.
I got it. What are you doing? I figured it out. That's all. Will you just listen? No.
Going!
Get in the car.
Where are we going?
Quietly, quickly, get
Where
in
are we
the
going?
Honey, where are you going?
What?
Where you going? Taking the kids to my sister's.
What's this place? Uh-oh, maybe it's good that his family left. He has taken the whole place to himself. He missed it! That's a ship! It's a ship! Look at the TV!
No, Ronnie.
Look at the TV!
Tower, Wyoming was the first national monument erected in this country by Theodore Roosevelt in 1915.
Uh-huh. I really wanted to know if she was doing the same thing, of going crazy. We keep hearing the government propaganda of evacuating the people for them to conduct testing. Uh-oh.
What's the matter with you?
Such as a bird, a gas mask,
Oh,
even my dog has a
come
gas
on,
mask.
people,
And any of
this
you folks are worth
propaganda.
more than a dog.
Who's calling Roy? Oh? Oh.
I don't believe it's real. I don't believe it's real.
I wonder how she's taking and dealing with the loss of her son.
Look, I guarantee you, this whole thing is a put on.
I like that. I really like that. Oh no.
Why can't we go together?
Watch your step.
We have very little time,
Oh.
Mr. Neary. This is Mr. Lacombe.
Who are you people? Look at this. Yeah, I got one just like it in my living room. Who are you people?
But what did you expect to find?
An answer.
They have all been interrogated and they all felt compelled to come. He wanted them to escape. How are they going to get to the top? Poor people. Just to find an answer for what's going on in their heads. What is it?
Ron?
Oh.
Check the speaker system here.
Oh? It's a runway. I wonder whether she will get to meet her son again. Oh, okay. I thought it will come and land. That's the same way the sky changed when the little boy was taken away. Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships. Oh, a lot more? Oh, different types of ships.
Want to see better?
I can see fine.
We can't stay here.
I think two souls who struggled with a very tough time. I really hope the little boy is somewhere. Maybe she will get to meet him. Oh wow. Oh wow. That scene is amazing, Spielberg. You know how to do these scenes. So they will synchronize eventually to communicate. I'm sorry, I'm really awestruck by this whole thing. I don't think I have much to say. It's just amazing. Oh, there are people. I think those are the people who were abducted. Oh, will the little boy come back? It would have been awesome if it was Russians. So sorry for Americans. But these are the 1945 pilots.
4199. Lieutenant, welcome home. This way to debriefing.
Oh.
Harry Ward Craig.
Ooh, so they were frozen in time. Oh, that's is that the little boy? Oh, yes. Oh, this is really cute little boy. It's opening again. Oh, little Grace. Maybe those were the little kids' friends inside.
May the Lord be praised at all times.
Oh, they're going with them. I can see he is actually envious. This is where I say least dialogues, most impact. Bravo. A superb movie, superb. Hello friends, so I just finished the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That was one of the best movies I've seen. Amazing, amazing everything. I do not have anything negative to say about that movie. Everything was spot on, the acting, the setting, the sceneries, the cinematography, the everything, costumes, amazing. For me, I know could be for the Western world, this third kind, the extraterrestrial living beings and the existence of other beings is a huge argument even now. But as I mentioned in my intro as well several times, I have a very Eastern influence, and for us in the Eastern side, for thousands and thousands of years we have believed in the fact of living with beings from the other worlds. So it is nothing new for us, and it is nothing so groundbreaking to try and accept the fact there are beings beyond us. Because for us, the biggest thing is if the universe is immense, it's to the point we can't fathom how huge it is. For a normal person, I can't fathom how immense, how vast the universe is. So for us, how can we think we are the only this special being in this universe? So it is of my belief, and at the same time, for the Eastern side of the world, I think, especially even in the religions or whatever the philosophies that we believe in, to teach us of other worldly beings visiting us thousands and thousands of years ago, helping us, helping the civilization, helping the building of certain infrastructures, and there have been recording of interactions. If you want to read, if you want to believe, it's out there for you to see. So it's not the biggest revelation, but I'll just share with you something here, because how common it is for us to believe on this side of the world the existence of the other worldly beings, apart from, I think, one of the most popular things that I think globally people know is when it comes to Hinduism. I'm not a Hindu myself, no, but in Hinduism there are millions of gods, and the gods are from the other planets, the other worlds, and they present themselves in different forms. It's not the way we think of a human or now an alien. So they are aliens or extraterrestrial beings, so they do not have to look like us, right? So we now always interpret aliens as this grace that we are commonly seeing, or we think they are there, but then other forms of beings. So the whole purpose for me to share about this, the Eastern religions, Eastern influence, is because I just wanted to mention to you that it did not, this extraterrestrial being, the beings in this movie did not come as a shock or something so new or something that is difficult for me to believe in. So it's a concept that I agree with. Yes, how it is being interpreted, these elaborate shapes or the beings, how they look like, what what is reality and what is being interpreted, it may differ, but that is the whole purpose of an art piece. It's an interpretation by the creativity team, the director, and the producers. So, but it's the beauty of it. And when it came to the interaction, initially I thought the sweet little boy in this movie, his acting is spot on. And when it came to Troy, the one of the main characters, and his situation with his family, him having encounter with the third kind, and not knowing what it was, not knowing how to interpret it, his family not understanding what his emotions were really, and that also showed the dynamics in a family. There are some partners who may try to be as supportive as possible. Then there are some partners who actually get, I think they're not the strongest of all, because they get stressed out a lot. And I have seen where families have had this issue when if you are the breadwinner and you lose your job. There are situations that in rare cases I've seen women taking the lead, and if the man was the breadwinner, women will take the lead and then try to support and pick the man up when he is down. But in majority of the cases, they become so hysterical and start blaming them, and they become embarrassed that their partner is unemployed. And as the lady was highlighting, the wife, she made a fuss that the friends are not talking, and that embarrassment in the society. But then what you do by doing so is you alienate your husband, your loved one, who is going through a rough patch. He himself can't explain what's going on in his life. He doesn't have explanation. So all you need at that time like that, all he said is, all if you wrap your arms around me, that will really help. I think sometimes we all need to just keep our prejudices aside, keep our pride, our worries, and sometimes, yes, even we are weak. I understand the worry that was going on in her head because she was left with 3 kids to tend to, and he was acting weird. But just we need to pick up ourselves and be strong for the loved ones, and then because they need your help equally the same way you are depending on them. So I felt really sorry when he and the little boy's mother, when they connected, it was more. I think that kissing part was more than a romantic relationship. It was an acceptance of understanding when they were going through such a rough patch in life. Only they understood what each other was going through. They believed in each other when nobody did. It's that comfort of knowing there's someone who knows what you're going through, and that comfort coming together, and that was the whole symbolism of that kiss for me. Okay, I do not want to go into political ends of things. I think we all know how governments work. We know there is a lot of propaganda to get their programs going. Could be for good reasons, could be not for that many good reasons as well. So this happens over and over. This is not a new thing. It has happened over many years, even during the, if you want to read in the Greek and Roman times, how governments actually kept people engaged and how governments kept people distracted by giving them certain pleasures in life, is how, that's how the governments work, if you really want to open your eyes and see. But government law and order is needed, because humans are not a kind who will be able to self-discipline. It doesn't happen that way. So that's where I support a system, but do I believe in everything that the governments are trying to tell us and make us believe? Not really. I think as adults, I think if we want to see what's going on, we can see what's going on. So it's up to us to take it when necessary. But the reality is, we are all governed by them, whether we like it or not. So I found the propaganda that was being run to evacuate the Wyoming, that whole area. It's really sad. It's pathetic. It could be even called disgusting. But this is nothing new. The most amazing thing for me was in that location, the final location. If you notice how much of less dialogue was there. There was hundreds of people. There was barely any dialogue. There was hand signaling, music going on. But the impact of that piece, I think no dialogue can bring that. Just because the lacking of that dialogue in that place was spot on. Like, it made such an impact. Everybody's in that looking at the ships, how it's coming and how it's interacting in this music and this numerical way. And when the ship was lifting up, the huge ship was coming like a big city floating on top of you. I think that's one of the best scenes in the movies I've seen. I know for a fact Steven Spielberg has teams and himself who really thoroughly investigate. They try to make it as realistic as possible. I'm no one to comment on the realism of the spaceships. It's not going to happen. I did not work for Area 51 or anywhere. So no, but it gave this impression, the impact it made, spot on. It left me in awe. As you can see, if you see the full-length reaction, you will see I actually was left speechless. It was amazing. And then at the same time, when the pilots are coming, I'm sorry, I just made a joke when the ship landed, because they are communicating with the third kind, and then if some Russians get off, Americans will be pissed off at that time. I'm sorry, it's just a joke. I hope you understand. But anyway, the 1945, the pilots coming back, it was amazing actually. And then seeing the rest of the people just coming back. Yes, they are frozen in time. They haven't aged at all. And the sweet little boy coming, he's so sweet. He's so sweet. At the end, I noticed that when Troy got the opportunity to go, I think it was like his purpose in life at that point, because his family was not believing. I think it would have been difficult for his family to believe anyway. His wife did not want to even talk about that whole subject. She did not want to believe in it. In that sense, he really believed in it. He wanted to know. He had million and one questions. Maybe he'll get the answers when he got on board. So that was very sweet when the little Grace come in and just taking him inside. And at the same time, I thought it was a real smart touch when those people who were chosen to go to the ship and to be chosen by the Grace eventually, they had a sermon by a Christian priest. I think it was a nice touch as how we interpret things, that we are asking for the God's help and God's support to keep us safe, and then we are interacting with the third kind. So the third kind in this case were visible, but the God for us is invisible. Right, so it was a very nice touch, even though it was so little. I did not expect that part to come in the movie. Maybe you would have seen it by my expressions. I was totally taken back. It felt so different. It's like science and religion coming in one. But it made a lot of sense. That little scene of a minute or so made a huge impact in this movie. So anyway, all in all, I have nothing but praises for this movie. Superb setting. I would, I think I would personally watch this again sometime in the future again when I have time. This is kind of a movie I will watch over and over again. If you like the movie, tell me how you found it when you first watched it. As always, you may not agree with what I've just said, how I found it to be. That is totally fine. Let me know how you found it to be, what your thoughts were when you watched it, what your interpretations were. And if you liked my video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below on your thoughts. And as always, if you have friends who like this kind of content, please help me to share it with them and subscribe to the channel. It helps me immensely. As always, the full-length reaction is over at Patreon. I hope you take time to come and have a look. Then I will not take any longer than this from you. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you have a lovely day.